All right, so, Rob, Cory, I don't know how to tell you guys this, but Rob and I, both combined IQ of like 4 billion, have seen things we can't explain over the 110 freeway in downtown Los Angeles, California.
More correctly, out in the distance, from our vantage point.
From our view.
Next to the 110,
yeah.
Yes.
This thing could be in Glendale, it could be...
Pasadena?
Yeah, I don't know, something like that. Somewhere in that, somewhere over the mountains.
Or it might be...
At Dodger Stadium.
It might be as close as Dodger Stadium, who knows?
So, let's explain to you what happened. At 10:38, 9:38, we saw a bunch of lights blinking off in the distance.
Oh, wait.
You can find the video of it at youtube.com/ohtheanthem. There are 3 videos in total.
Yes.
The first one was at 9:38.
And it started out as a joke. Because I saw the lights, and I looked at Cory, and I said, hey, what's that? And then this row of lights just traded with each other. And I'm like, oh, fuck, wait, that is actually something. Let's start recording it.
And then after that, all the lights were changing colors from like red to blue to green. And then it turned into this big fucking ring of light. Like a Ferris wheel off in the distance.
Yes.
And the lights were changing, and the lights were going around in a circle like perfectly.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't one. If it was like Roberto's texting me drones, like maybe it's drones, but if it is, it's like perfectly.
Best drone drivers ever.
I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
It was incredible, and the precision and the fact that not one of them was like even a little bit out of place.
Nope. And the lights were blinking at the same time.
Robert, tell them about the second, because I'm gonna go check again.
Okay, all right. Just check. We're checking, make sure we don't miss anything. So another thing is it changed shape. So it was doing a circle, and then it became a square, and then it went back to a circle, and then it flattened out. So like, if it was drones, it is again the best drone drivers ever putting together a drone show. And if they are, more power to them, because that was fantastic.
If it was a drone show, I can't wait to see what it looks like when they do it like in front of actual people.
Yeah.
Because according to Snapchat maps and Instagram and everything, like I can't find anything about this. Like,
we're the only ones who saw it. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
I can't even. So the second time.
Yeah.
9:52. 14 minutes later.
Yeah.
It comes out again. It does the same sort of thing where it's all lined up, and it's like maybe a dozen of them or so, and they're all lined up perfectly. And they're just blinking and changing color, and like they all like sort of like do this, where they all like change places. So this guy, my pinky here moves to my pinky here.
Yeah.
Like, and they're all doing that. They're all just merging over to the next one, and then all of a sudden it turns into a big circle, and they all are going they're all spaced out perfectly even, and they're spinning around and changing colors.
Yeah.
And then they go away. Like they shot backwards through the clouds, and I was like, what the fuck?
And just disappeared. Just disappeared. Ridiculous.
Luckily, we got video of both of them, admittedly, not well, for the first two. But...
And do the intro. So wait, so Cory predicted if they come back in exactly 14 minutes again, it's probably something fake.
I mean, it's got to be... at least that it makes more sense that, like, maybe 14 minutes they got to, like, change batteries.
Right.
Or, like, it takes a certain amount of time. But if it's, like... Or if it's perfectly synced, maybe it's some sort of military thing or something like that. Like, we're going to run it every 15 minutes and see if it happens. Because it lasted about, like, a minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes, like...
Well, the first one we don't know. Because the first one we didn't really see the entire time. I just saw the lights and then...
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's the thing. The second one was shorter... The third one was longer than the second, but shorter than the first, but way different. But in the meantime, we try to debunk it. I don't want people thinking we're crazy UFO people.
No, I've never... I used to worry that aliens were going to, like, crawl into my window when I was a child, because I watched, like, Unsolved Mysteries, and they'd have, like, a caricature or, like, a sketch of, like, an alien, like, half in a boy's closet. But nothing, like, I've never actually seen a UFO. I've never, like, worried about it before. I was actually asking Rob if we should leave. Like, if we should we be here for the UFO invasion? Like, I don't know if that's good or bad.
So in the meantime, in between the second and the third showings, this light, a red light appeared. And it seemed to rise up from the ground in the same general area that the previous lights had come, but we said, you know what? Let's just watch this out. It blinked out and blinked back on a couple of times, but it moved in a very predictable and slow path, and it stayed red the entire time.
Are you talking about the third?
No, I'm talking about the one in between the second and the third. So
that immediately led in. So let me see, because I was out there and I was on the lookout for this time. So I saw one thing just rise straight up like a drone would.
Right.
And it just sat in the air, and then it sort of like made like little tiny like movements like a drone would. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, okay, that looks like a drone, but there's not more of them.
Right.
And then, like, I'm just looking out in the distance, and then all of a sudden, I'm not lying, it's not like they rose up from nothing. It looked like they came from afar and then settled.
Yeah.
And then they're like all
showtime!
Lined up in different colors. They were like grouped. There was like green and blue and red, like grouped together.
Yeah. And
at this time, it looked like there was like, 1.5 dozen or 2 dozen of them, like more than there was before. Like 50 to 100% more than there was before. And they all just sort of sat there and then boop, just disappeared. And it is the craziest fucking thing. I don't know.
Wait, but so then they didn't just disappear because they came back and they formed shapes. There was the vertical shapes in the sky. Did you see that part?
No.
Yeah, so they blinked out and then reappeared a minute or two later, and there was groups of shapes of different colors. It was the same way as it was before, but they were like grouping up into like, there was a triangle, and there was a square, and there was a circle, and they all kind of came together and then disappeared. I'm not doing the hand gesture where you can see it. They
I'm gonna have to check the video.
Go to the video.
I don't remember this, but
speaking
all
of which,
the videos are on youtube.com/OTheAnthem. The Anthem on Twitter, everywhere. Like we've just been going, like we've been in furious fits of like tweeting, like like UFOs Glendale, like just seeing what we can find. So
make sure you go and check.
Shifts and checking the sky.
Make sure you go and check out the videos. Let us know what you think that we saw in the sky. You can leave a comment right there on YouTube. Make sure you give a thumbs up to that video. And obviously, this kind of stuff just pops up. You don't want to miss it. Subscribe to the channel, and you also get to see our weekly podcast.
Like, listen, I'm totally. It doesn't need to be a UFO. I mean, it'd be cool if it was. Yeah. But I'm saying, like, if somebody could show me like a drone exercise where they're doing this sort of thing, like exactly, like so precisely that it looks like it was like measured out, then sure, okay. I'll believe it's that. Sure. But until you show me 18 to 24 drones flying in perfect symmetry, like, and lighting up like perfectly every single time in clusters, I don't know. Like, there's not one fucking thing that went wrong there. Like, it's impressive.
Nobody was late on turning the lights on. Nobody was late on turning the lights off. Like, it was
there
synchronous.
Wasn't signal interference. There wasn't anything.
Nothing.
One of the drones didn't hit the other when it was going across. Nothing. Like, it was all perfect.
Right.
And the fact that it was so perfect just makes me feel like there has to be something alien here.
Ooh, he used the A word. Oh gosh, Cory, he's become a believer. Look at him. He went from skeptic to believer in one night. But no,
I was trying to do my best alien eyes.
Check out the video. Leave a comment there below. Make sure you share it to your friends. Make sure that they get a chance to comment on it. Let us know what you think it is. We will definitely be talking about it on this week's podcast, so you don't want to miss out on that.
Okay, Google, play the X-Files theme song on the studio screen on YouTube.
My ears are poking out right now. Rachel is similarly enthused, as you can see. She's similarly enthused, really worked up.
She can't wait to see the next UFOs.
Cannot wait.
But
go ahead.
Just in the meantime, waiting for my cue.
Man.
God, slow. It's not on mute. God.
Oh, it is on mute. Yeah, we muted it to do the video. Oh, yeah, we're...
Anywho, keep following Oh The Anthem. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube for the videos, because we're putting them right on YouTube when we see them. This is the weirdest fucking shit ever. Seriously, I'm blown away. It's weird. And watch the skies.
Keep your eyes on the skies. We will too look for more videos if more things happen tonight.
And if anybody knows the David Duchovny, I want him on the podcast this week. So just like put in the words. I saw some aliens, and you got to come on the podcast.
Check out the videos. Let us know what you think. We'll update later if anything else happens. Otherwise, have a great night, guys, and we will see you on Saturday. for episode 180 of the Oriented Podcast. Have a good night.